Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with my beauty balance for August. So this is gonna be a really good month for me. I'm gonna get straight into it and share with you the things that I decluttered this month, because I actually didn't buy anything at all, which is super good. I have some things coming for the month of September, but you will have to wait for the next month to see that, since I haven't got it here with me yet. But yeah, so what I brought in this month is Zero, which is awesome. And yeah, I'm just gonna show you the products that I'm decluttering. So as I mentioned in some of my videos previously, I am perhaps gonna move soonish. Nothing is set yet, so I don't really know when I'm gonna do this, but I just kind of figured that I want to start decluttering some of my makeup before moving, and I just thought that it's better to start now than just pushing it closer to the actual move. So I have quite a few things that I decluttered this month, and I'm gonna start going through them in kind of category order. So I decided to declutter two powders. One of them is from Bourjois, and this one is the powder de Rize, which is kind of the rice powder. This one is a loose powder and it is supposed to be a bit brightening. So I actually bought this way back when. I bought this a super long time ago when this was super popular. It is a decent powder, but I just feel like it isn't the best kind of loose powder, and I wanted to declutter it. I haven't used it in so long, and the scent of this is just kind of old lady-ish. I don't know. I just don't really like it anymore, so I haven't reached for it for so long, and it's time to declutter this one. I have one more powder that I'm decluttering. This one I have kind of like a story behind. I got this in a kind of a goodie bag. You know, sometimes when you purchase items over a certain amount, you get like a kind of gift with certain products in them. Well, this one was in one of those, and this one is the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Powder in medium. And this one, as you can imagine, is a bit too dark for me. So what I did is I actually repressed this in the container. And yeah, I thought that I would use this as a bronzer, but I just haven't, and I have so many other bronzers, and this one is kind of in between a bronzer shade and setting powder shade for me, so it just isn't a nice shade either. So I just thought that it's better to declutter this one. It is probably a really good product. The powder seems to be really fine and super nice, but the shade just isn't right for me, and I didn't pay anything for this, so yeah, it's just time to declutter this one. I decluttered one foundation this month, and that is a white foundation that I have. This one is from Stargazer, and this one is their white foundation. I used to have this to mix in with foundations previously, but I picked up the LA Girl Pro Coverage foundation, which you've probably seen in a video from me before. So I've decided to replace this one with that. I think the foundation itself breaks me out, but I found that with some trial and error that when you mixing it with other foundations, it's fine. So yeah, it's just time to declutter this one. It isn't very good. It's just very like thick, and it looks very dry on the skin. So this isn't the best whitening foundation ever, and I'm just happy that I found a better alternative, so this one will be decluttered. So I actually have two highlighters, and it's these two right here. I have the L'Oreal Glam Bronze bronzer, similar to the other one. This one is also something that I got in a goodie bag. I didn't pay for this myself. This one kind of is a nice highlighter when I am tan, but I have other highlighters that I way prefer to use when I have a tan. For example, the Becca Champagne Pop or the Benefit Sunbeam. And this one I just never reached for, and yeah, I can't use this majority of the year, so I just thought that it's time to let this go, because yeah, I just don't get use out of this one, and again, I didn't pay anything for it, so yeah, you should move on to a better home, and I will be declaring this one as well. Next up we have this one right here, which is the Stila All Over Shimmer Duo in the shade Kitten. This one is looking a bit worse for wear. What I did is I actually dropped this one. I was trying to pan this before I had a YouTube channel, and I used up basically all of the lighter shade just a tiny bit left, but then I dropped this one and it cracked, so I decided to repress both of these shades into this one. And then I thought that let's just kind of curl this into a bronzer and highlighting duo, and I decided to repress some of the Cover FX powder in this one, but it just kind of destroyed the pan. I don't know if you can see that, but it just seems to have oxidized around the pan, and I just thought that I have so many other highlighters that I just don't feel like comfortable wearing this anymore. So this one will be leaving my collection as well, and yeah, I did get quite a lot of use out of this one. I definitely used up at least half of this highlighter before it smashed, so yeah, I don't feel very bad about decluttering this one, and it is also quite old in my collection. I have one contour that I'm decluttering, and this one is from NYX, and this is their blush in the shade Taupe. This one I used as a contour shade for quite a long time, but it's just a bit too dark for me, I guess. And also the packaging broke. I do have the contour shade that I'm currently panning, and as you've seen in my project pan videos, that is taking me absolutely forever to use up. And I also have the Kevin Kwan sculpting powder, so I just thought that this is a bit excessive to have, and I just don't like the shade as much as I do the other two. Moving on to eyeshadows, I have quite a few eyeshadows that I'm decluttering. Most of them are cream eyeshadows, so we'll start with those. I have 3 of them. The first one is from Benefit, and this one is their Creaseless cream eyeshadow in the shade Birthday Suit. This one is one that I got quite a bit of use out of. This one is a really nice everyday shade. I kind of think of this as a white gold shade. I had this for so long, and I have some similar shades. Further, I also really started enjoying using the Colourpop Super Shock shadows, and I just prefer them so much to most of my cream eyeshadows, so this one will be leaving alongside with some more that I will show you in a second. One of them is this one from Chanel, which is the Illusion d'Ombre in Emerveille. Don't be too harsh on me on my French. I know that I don't speak French at all very well, actually. This one is just a really nice champagne everyday shade, and I use this quite a lot. However, this is basically completely dried out. Yeah, it is really hard to use now. It is really flaky, and this is just like such a common shade. It is a beautiful product if you like these shades, but I just have so many other products in the same shade, and since this is a dried out, I think it's time to let it go. I feel like I did get my money's worth out of this one though, because I use this quite often, and I use this every single day for months as my everyday eyeshadow. So yeah, I definitely feel like I use this enough, and I don't feel bad letting this go. And then the last cream eyeshadow I have is from Maybelline, and this is one of their Color Tattoo 24 Hours cream shadows in the shade Pink Gold. This one I had in a makeup bag previously this year, and I used it a bit. I liked it, but it's also really old in my collection, and this one I don't really reach for as often anymore. I used this particularly to layer under a shadow that I didn't really like, and that worked fine, but that is basically the first time I've reached for this one in years, probably. So it is also something that I feel like it is time to let it go. I just don't reach for cream eyeshadows that often at all, so that's why I'm decluttering so many of them at once. But yeah, this one is going as well. I have 2 eyeshadows from Loreal. These are the Infallible eyeshadows. I have one which is in Sahara Treasure. It's this shade right here. It is actually quite similar to the shade of the Creaseless cream eyeshadow from Benefit. But yeah, I never reach for these. They're just such a hassle because you have to unscrew them and then take the stopper out and then use the shadow, and I just feel like this isn't a unique shade in my collection, and I reach for the other ones I have so much more, and I just need to be real with myself and let this go because I never use these. They are beautiful shadows, they're just too much of a hassle for me to use every single day. So this one will be leaving together with this one, which is another one from the same range in the shade Purple Obsession. This one is a beautiful shade. I just don't really use these dark shades that often, and I just need to again be real with myself, and it's time to let this go. The last eyeshadow I have is from NARS, And this one hurts me so much to let it go because I love these. I just love these eyeshadows, and NARS is just a brand that I adore. The packaging, just everything about it. I don't know why, but I always had a weak spot for NARS. And this shade is Lhasa. Don't know if I butchered that. It is just this taupey shade. The thing is, I have an basically exact dupe of this shade, but even better from YSL, and that's why I'm deciding to let this go, because doing pan palettes and product pans, I realized that it takes forever to use up an eyeshadow, and I don't have to worry about using one shade up and having a backup of it in a similar shade, because it takes forever, and this is a shade that I don't use that often, so it is just necessary to have one of these in my collection, which is why I'm letting this go. I was debating to let the YSL go instead, just because this is NARS and I just adore these. They're so cute, and yeah, but I need to again just realize that the other one is more pretty, and yeah, it's time to let this one go, although I'm a little bit sad about it. The last 4 items that I'm decluttering are all lip products. 2 of them are from my lipstick roulettes, and this one is the Revlon lip butter in the shade Sorbet, and this one is the Maybelline Superstay 14-hour lipstick in the shade Stay With Me Coral. If you want to see what these look like on my lips, I will leave up my lipstick roulette series up in the cards, so you can check my videos out, and you will see lip swatches on all the lipsticks that I've used in a series. So yeah, these 2 will be decluttered. And then I also went through my lip glosses, and I found these 2, and these are more like stain type products. I have the L'Oreal Gloss Stain in the shade Milady. This one is just this purpley dark shade. I never ever use this. I have some of the YSL glossy stains, and I like those ones, and that's why I picked this one up as well. And I thought that a glossy vampy lip looks so pretty, but this one is just thick and uneven, and even using over a lip liner, I just don't like it. And I don't know why I didn't declutter this one before, but it's finally time to let this one go. I just don't like these as much as I do the YSL glossy stains. And then similarly, I have the Maybelline Superstay 14-hour stain gloss in the shade Refreshing Red. This one is a very similar concept. It's just like this glossy lip stain, basically. This one is a bit thinner than the other one, but this again is just something that I never reach for. And I just need to be honest with myself, I have too many lip products, and it's time to declutter this one as well. So adding all of those together, I'm decluttering 16 products this month, which is amazing. I'm really happy that I managed to declutter some items from my collection, since like I am trying to downsize it before the potential move. And then if you combine that with the items that I used up in my empties video, I used up 9 products this month, which is again amazing. So in total I have taken 25 items out of my collection, which is so good. I'm so proud of myself, patting myself on the back. I am so happy about that. This was a really good month, and since I didn't bring anything in, it is even better. So yeah, I am really happy, and I hopefully will keep this up when I declutter the rest of my makeup collection, and also continue using things up through my project pan. But that was all for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it and you liked seeing what I decluttered this month. If you're new here, please subscribe. I would love to have you in the family. It has been growing quite fast recently, which I'm really happy about. It makes me so happy and proud. And yeah, I'm just so glad to see so many new people here. And other than that, I hope you're having the best of days, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye guys!